Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about interactions, main effect, symbol effect, main contrast, and symbol contrast. There are 6 main points I'm going to talk. First of all, we're going to look at the definition of those terms, and then I talk about the main steps for analysis, interactions, and then we're going to understand about symbol effect, symbol contrast, and lastly main contrast. First of all, we're going to look at the example of effect of genotype and phosphorus supply on wheat granule. The research hypothesis for this experiment are there effect of genotype and P supply on wheat granule, and there are significant interaction between genotype and phosphorus. And the last hypothesis is there are the significant differences between genotypes at each phosphorus level. To test the research hypothesis, we need to test the null hypothesis. This is the null hypothesis. The first one is no difference between genotypes. Second one is no difference between phosphorus levels, and no interaction and also no difference between genotypes at each phosphate level. This is the data for this experiment. There are 3 different genotypes, A, B, and C, and 2 different phosphorate levels, P1 and P2. The question is, what is the main effect in this experiment? And also, what is interaction? And what is the symbol effects? Also, what is the symbol contrast and the main contrast? For this experiment, the main effect are genotype and P supply. And the interaction effect is the effect of genotype depends on the P supply. And the symbol effect is the effect of genotype at each phosphorate level. And for main contrast analysis, that is a pairwise between the genotypes and the pairwise between the phosphorate levels. For symbol contrast, that is a pairwise between the genotypes at each phosphorate levels, and the pairwise between the phosphorate levels at each genotype. So in general, main effect are the effect of main factors, and the interactions are the interact between the main factors. And symbol effect, that is the effect of a factor at the level of another factor. For the main contrast, that is a pairwise between the main factor, and for symbol contrast, that's a pairwise between the level of a main factor. With this experiment, there are 2 main factors, genotype and P supply. So here is the main step for analysis. The first step, we're going to analyze two-way ANOVAs. If there is no interaction, we're going to analyze main effect. And we can analyze symbol effect if that is meaningful. However, if interaction occur, we need to analyze the interaction first, and then we analyze the symbol effect. We don't analyze the main effect, but in some cases we can analyze the main effect if it is meaningful. This is the result of two-way ANOVA analysis. As you can see, there is interaction between genotype and phosphorate level. Therefore, we're going to perform the interaction analysis first. And this is a chart showing the interaction between genotype and phosphorate level. In the first chart, lines represent the phosphorus level, and x-axis is genotype, y-axis is granule. This is ordinal interaction because the lines are not across each other. However, in the second chart, the lines represent genotype and the x-axis is P supply. And this is a disordinal interaction because the lines across each other. So what are we going to do next? Because it's the ordinal interaction, so we can analyze many factors of P supply, and we also can analyze many factors contrast. But this is a disordinal interaction, so we do not analyze the many effects of genotype. We can analyze the effect of genotype at each P level or symbol effect. So in the next slide, we're going to analyze the effect of a genotype at each phosphorus level, that is symbol effect. This is the result of symbol effect analysis. There are significant effects of genotype at each phosphorus level. The question is how we calculate the F value for symbol effect analysis. Here is the equation to calculate the F value for symbol effect analysis. The F value is equal the mean sum of square divided by the mean sum of square of error. The mean sum of square is calculated by the sum of square divided by the degree of freedom. The mean sum of square of error is calculated from the two-way ANOVA. As you can see here, the degree of freedom is the number of group subject 1. So to calculate the F value, we need to know how to calculate sum of square. And here is the way we're going to calculate sum of square. This is the equation to calculate sum of square for genotype of the P1. This one is for the genotype A, this for genotype B, and this one for genotype C. 4 is the number of observations in each group, and 14.25 is the mean value of observation in the genotype A, and 13.41 is the mean value of the whole group. And similarly, we can calculate for genotype B and genotype C. And in the same way, we can calculate sum of square for genotype at the phosphorus level 2. So now we know there are the significant effects of genotype on wheat granule at each phosphorus level, but we don't know how different between the genotypes. Therefore, we're going to analyze symbol contrast. That means we're going to pairwise between genotypes at each phosphorus level. And the results show that there are 6 significant difference between the genotype C and genotype A and B. But there are no significant between genotype A and B at the phosphorus level 1. But at the phosphorus level 2, there are significant difference between the genotype B and genotype A and C. But there are no significant difference between genotype A and C. And in this slide, I'm going to show you how to calculate the sum of square for pairwise for the symbol contrast. First of all, we need to calculate the mean of each pairs. For example, the mean of pairs A and B at the phosphorus level 1, and A and C at P1, B and C at P1, A and B at P2, A and C at P2, and B and C at P2. And here is an example to calculate the sum of square for pair A and B at the phosphorus level 1. This one is for this group, and this one for this group. 4 is the number of observation. 14.25 is the mean value of this group, and 14.28 is its mean. It's similarly for this group, for genotype B. By the same way, we can calculate the sum of square for other pairs. As we mentioned above, there are ordinal interaction when we show the P supply as a line and genotype and x-axis. So we can analyze the main effect of P supply, and also we can analyze the main contrast for the P supply. And this is the result. And you can see there are significant difference between the P level. Because there are only two groups, so for main contrast, only P1 and P2. And the result is similar between the main effect and main contrast in this case. And here is how we calculate the sum of square. And this one is for this group, and this one is for this group. 12 is number of observations at each phosphorus level. And in this case, 13.41 is the mean value at the phosphorus level 1, and 17.02 is the mean value of the whole data. And similarly for the phosphorus level 2 here. In summary, this is the main effect, interaction and symbol effect for this experiment. This is the main effect of genotype and P supply. And here's the interaction between genotype and P supply. And this is the symbol effect. That is the effect of genotype at each phosphorus level. And this is the main contrast and symbol contrast. This is the main contrast between two phosphorus levels. This one is a symbol contrast. This is the pairwise between the genotype at the phosphorus level 1. And this is a pairwise between the genotypes at the phosphorus level 2. That's all I want to share with you today. I hope the tutorial is useful for you. Thank you for watching.